everybody, welcome to The Finer Things, the show where we examine games for their artistic value. As always, I'm your host, Quinn Foose. As you can see, I've mastered the instant transmission technique in preparation for today's episode. I'm sure at this point, any fan of this incredible series worth their salt has at least an idea of what game we'll be covering today. Today, we're looking at Dragon Ball FighterZ, and yes, I checked the pronunciation on that, it's FighterZ. This is going to be a fun one. Dragon Ball has a long history in the medium of video games, and I mean long. I lost count of how many games exist after about 65. I'm pretty sure there's at least over 9,000. And that spans across 3 decades and countless handheld and traditional gaming console systems. Most of these games retold the story of Dragon Ball Z for players to relive the experience in a new way, though there have been some spin-off stories told. Instead of opting for yet another rehash of the anime series, FighterZ takes the road less traveled and tells us a new story. The story here is nothing too complex. The foe this time around is Android 21, and she comes from the Red Ribbon Army faction that debuted in the original Dragon Ball series and made another appearance in Dragon Ball Z before and during the Cell Saga. You must fight against her as well as countless clone copies of the Z Fighters in order to once again save the world. Even though there may be no obvious draw to this story over any other that could be told in the Dragon Ball universe, you won't find me turning down the opportunity to shoot Kamehameha waves at opponents anytime or any day. One thing that really helps this game to stand out from those that came before is the art style. Many previous games did a poor job of achieving the same look that we see in the manga and anime, but Dragon Ball FighterZ gets the closest to achieving this feat. Seeing series creator Akira Toriyama's style of drawing and animation while playing the game connects it in a much more direct way to the show, and this makes playing the game a joy no matter which fighter you're playing or which enemy you're crushing. If you, like me, are a mega fan of the Dragon Ball series, then do not miss out on this new adventure with Goku and friends in Dragon Ball FighterZ. And if you've already played it and still want more super fun Super Saiyan action, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, a new action role-playing game from Bandai Namco, is coming out on July 16th, 2020, and it looks to be one of the best. Thank you for joining me once again on The Finer Things, and make sure not to miss the next episode when we examine a new game. Thanks for watching.